Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for our Village of Alsip board meeting. Today is August 15th, 2022, and we're going to call this meeting to order at 7:33 p.m. Can we call the roll, please?
Trustee Dalzell?
Here.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza is absent. Trustee McLaughlin?
Here.
Trustee Murphy?
Here.
Trustee Navas Barza?
Here.
Trustee Parada?
Here.
Mayor Ryan?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start tonight's reports, I would like to ask for a small moment of silence. I'd like to ask everyone to please remember and keep in your prayers someone we lost last Thursday, a 30-year member of our Alsip Police Department who retired about 4 years ago, is Scott Kleina. And Scott's actually the brother-in-law to our trustee, Christine McLaughlin, as well, too. So a moment of silence, please. Thank you. We're going to miss Scotty a lot. Great guy, neighbor down the street from me, and certainly a lot of great memories from a lot with the Alsip Police Department as well then too. And we'll save that for when we get to a tribute day for that, because it's always love celebrating the life of someone. It's a great time to get together and share all those great moments. We'll move forward with our officers' reports, starting with mine. This evening, we have a presentation of a plaque by Hazel Green Police Chief Mitchell Davis on behalf of the Illinois Association of Police. I'm sorry, the Illinois. Did I say also?
He said Hazel
Green.
Okay, my bad. Let me start over again. I wrote this, and it sounded great when I wrote it. Presentation of a plaque by Hazel Crest Police Chief Mitchell Davis on behalf of the Illinois Association of Chiefs of Police, recognizing the Alsip Police Department's achievement of accreditation this year, 2022. Chief Mitchell, you want to come up, please?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mayor.
Good evening. We were recording this too, Chief. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mayor, Board, Clerk, Attorney, and citizens. My name is Mitchell Davis. As you just heard, I'm the police chief in the village of Hazel Crest. I just finished my term earlier this year as the president of the Illinois Association of Chiefs of Police, and I also currently sit as the chair of the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board. It is my honor to be here today to recognize your village and your police department on a huge accomplishment. They have got the Tier 1 certification. It's called ILEAP, Illinois Law Enforcement Accreditation Program. And so historically, there's an international accreditation called CALIA. And what's happening is CALIA was the only job in town, basically, the only one in town. So what's happened recently, over recent years, is states are doing their own accreditation process so that they can make it specific to their state. It's just as valuable. It costs a lot less money, which is good for the mayor. It costs a lot less money, but it's very tedious. There's a lot. This is not just a certificate or a plaque that we give out. It's a lot of work that goes into this. So the person who's the accreditation manager puts in months and months of work to make sure that they meet the standards that are required to get this accreditation. So it is my honor this evening to call up, Chief, come on up. We got Chief Jay Miller and our accreditation manager, Lieutenant Valerie Emick, correct? Did I say it right? Come on. My glasses on, so I'm going to have to hold it away. It says here that the Illinois Accreditation Council verifies that the, is it Alsip or Alsip?
Also.
Alsip, all right, that Alsip, Illinois Police Department has policies, procedures, and daily routines that achieve the Tier 1 level of accreditation. This signifies that the department is in compliance with the high level of professional standards of modern law enforcement. Accredited April 5th, 2022. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief.
came out of Val. You did more work than anybody. Absolutely.
How do I get back to regular? I took video. How do you get back to this?
You get the mayor hands.
On my phone. All right. So a little canary in there too.
Sure.
All right.
Congratulations to all you guys, everyone on the command staff. Great job.
Got it. Awesome.
I was like, come on, Tom.
They need proof.
So this is something. Once again, this is something that obviously you all are proud of your department, but this really is a real big deal. And once again, there's a lot of work that goes into doing this, and it's something that has to be maintained. So once it's done, they're not just done with it. So this is congratulations, Chief, Mayor, command staff on achieving this. It is something that you absolutely should be proud of, and I'm honored to be here to be able to present you that plaque. So
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks, Chief.
Sorry for you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, take it easy now. Have a good night.
Again, I'd like to extend our, thank you, Chief Davis. Again, I'd like to extend our congratulations to Chief Miller, Deputy Chief Schultz, Lieutenant Katowski, and Lieutenant Emick. Great job, everyone. Nice job. Thank you. Okay, so we'll move forward with the rest of our reports then. Next, we'll have our clerk's report. Clerk Harding.
Thank you, Mayor. I have the approval of the August 1st, 2022 board meeting minutes, approval of the July 2022 FOIA report, presentation and approval of the August 8th, 2022 committee meeting minutes, and then I had two things that didn't make it on here because we found out later, but we did get an email from Cook County about the early voting again, which would take place here Monday, October 24th through Monday, November 7th. So I was just bringing this to everyone's attention to possibly get a consensus to see if you guys will allow the Village Hall to be open for early voting.
Any questions for the clerk on that? Would you poll everyone on
Sure.
Clerk Harding?
Okay, so this is just roll call number one for consensus to have early voting at Village Hall. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza is absent. Trustee McLaughlin.
Yeah. I hate early voting.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Barza.
Yes.
Trustee Preda.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. My last thing, Eric and I will take care of like we did last time with opening and closing, you know, that kind of thing on the weekends and on the late hours, so nobody has to worry about that. But the last thing I wanted to say is just kind of a thank you to Mayor Ryan. I don't know who knows or whatnot, but I am the president of the Alsip Falcons football and cheerleading, and there's a huge shortage of football equipment. Manufacturers have shut down production of helmets. We had an overabundance of kids register this year, and we're very low on helmets because what we ordered was not enough. I had reached out to the mayor just to see if he had any contacts he could reach out to see if anyone had any equipment that we could borrow, buy, whatever. And he had reached out to a bunch of people, and the Crestwood mayor reached out to him because he knew somebody that had their own organization, and thanks to you, I got in contact with the Tri-Valley Wolverines that are in Plainfield, and they did allow us to borrow 5 or 6 helmets so that our 5 kids that didn't have helmets and can now play. So I just wanted to give a shout out. I appreciate it, you know, all that work. I know it's hard, like no, everyone's having the same problem, but I do appreciate it. He's a great guy, and he was more than helpful. If we need anything else, he's there. So I just do appreciate your help with
You're
that.
welcome. No, it's we all understand the value of community activities for our kids, And the tough part, a lot of these might have saw in the paper too, that football helmets these days, with all the new certifications with concussion and all that kind of thing, are only good for 10 years, and they all have to be rebuilt, and if they can be, right?
Every 2 years, they have to be recertified, but
2
after
years.
10 years, no matter what, they're garbage.
Okay, so that was the
Yeah.
rule. And we called everywhere, and I really appreciate the help. I had a lot of mayors. I reached out to about 10 mayors, and they all got right back to me, but I'm glad we were able to facilitate that. But that's huge, because so many kids want to participate, and their families want to see them have activities in their life, and it keeps them keeps them busy. You know,
Yeah.
it's good for them. Athletics are always good, but I'm glad we were able to facilitate,
Yes,
so thank you.
thank you very much.
No, you're welcome, thank you.
And that is all I had, Mayor.
Okay. Next, we have the attorney's report. Mike Hinkar is with us.
No report, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Our engineer is absent this evening. I do know that Superintendent Frater, we did have a preliminary job meeting last week on street resurfacing. Mike, can you step up to a mic for a second? So are we okay with everything that you folks talked about with that, Mike?
Yeah, so we met with Gallagher Asphalt. They're the contractor. It's going to be doing the MFT street resurfacing. Looking right now, they may be starting sometime after Labor Day.
After Labor Day? Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing, just real quick again, Mike, which streets are we going to be doing again?
Millard Avenue,
Okay.
between 122nd Street to 121st Place, and then also 122nd Street, 122nd Place, 121st. And then Plattner Drive, and 2 sections on Austin Avenue between 127th and Route 83.
Okay. Mike, are we doing Lawndale too? Did you
No.
say that? Or we're not?
No, unfortunately, there wasn't enough funds there to do.
Okay, so we're going to do like that usage, Millard, that's like in a U.
Correct.
And then to do the couple of short streets going, the east-west streets going into that.
Correct.
And trustees, I did ask Superintendent Frater today, we did a review of canvas of some of the streets that are over there, and I asked Mike to get us a price from the contractor, because they're going to have all the striping equipment out there anyway. A lot of our crosswalks need to be done, and between availability of materials and whatnot, and especially manpower, you're down 4 guys right now as far as manpower goes. I asked Mike to get us a price from the contractor to stripe more crosswalks near the schools and everything else, because along Hamlin Street especially, they're kind of worn. We need to get those out there again, that too.
Yeah, we'll work with their subcontractor and get some pricing.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Mike. Okay. Next, we had after the engineer public forum, did anyone in the audience wish to address the board tonight? Ma'am? Sure.
Carla Rodriguez, registered voter at 4819 West Englewood Road. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who did respond to my emails. Actually, you all did. I was listening to a couple of emails. But I greatly appreciate you responding, and I had a hard time trying to find the agenda. Okay, I guess I got to it a little, came out a little later than I anticipated. So sorry for harassing you all, but I really appreciate every single one of you return my emails or phone calls. Mayor called me personally, and I really appreciate that.
All the time. No, I'm not afraid to pick up the phone. You know, I called you like 6 o'clock on Friday night. I was just getting out of here and stuff. So yeah. So no worries.
And being witness to Chief Miller and his command receive recognition throughout the state of Illinois.
Mhm.
I mean, it really touched my heart. I know Chief Davis through another organization, and so it was truly an honor and privilege.
We get to witness that. You came to a meeting. Oh, I appreciate that, Ms. Rodriguez.
Thank you so much.
Sure, you too.
Thanks for everybody. Everybody's hard work. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go on to our standing committee reports. First is Finance and IT. Trustee McGlohan.
First, I have a request for approval of a list of payroll dated August 12th, 2022, totaling $446,924.94. Next, I have a request for approval of a list of accounts payable dated August 15th, 2022. From the recap, General Fund, $337,132.20. Road and Bridge, $171,807.60. Storm Sewer, $1,620.97. MFT, $2,857.77. The Pulaski TIF, $308 even. Liability and workers' comp insurance, $1,947.65. Health insurance, $257,266.35. Water and sewer, $27,082.12. Heritage, $133,326.99. Retiree health insurance, $80,962.37. Grand total all funds of $1,014,312.02. And that is all I have this evening, Mayor.
All right, thank you. We'll go to the Fire Committee report. Trustee Murphy.
I have approval to replace current PFAS containing foam with replacement green foam for a cost not to exceed $15,000. And next, I have the approval to go out to bid for the next replacement ambulance. We did discuss this last week in committee, and it is a time-sensitive issue. We also have a presentation and approval of the July 2022 Fire Prevention Bureau report. And finally, I have the presentation and approval of the monthly report for July 2022 based on our National Fire Incident Reporting System data. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Chief Zdzinski is with us tonight. Chief, we had a lot of conversation about how are we doing with new recruits. Do you have a couple with the commission line?
The Fire and Police Commission just approved the list tonight.
Okay.
It will be posted tomorrow, and as soon as it's posted, I will be calling the first two people off the list to start processing. So I'm hoping 3 weeks to a month we hire them, and then they'll be on days for 3 weeks. So we're looking a little over a month right now.
Okay, good. It was a good meeting tonight and everything then too. Good. I know you and I talked about this, but obviously we had a lot of overtime last month because of the manpower coverage. We insured a couple of guys. What are we down, 2 or 3 guys there?
We're 2 vacancies. We have 1 person on FMLA, and then unfortunately over the weekend I have 1 more person that's going to be on medical for 3 months, minimum of 3 months. So 4 spots open right now, and it's just not getting any better.
Right, understood. A lot of departments are dealing with the same thing, but understood. Thanks, Chief. Next, we have the Police and Traffic Safety Report. Trustee Dalzell.
I got a presentation of a plaque by the Hazel Crest Police Chief, Mitchell Davis, on behalf of, oh, I'm sorry, that was the police department, wasn't it?
Sorry.
Nothing, Mayor.
All right.
Stole your thunder.
There's got to be something else that you can talk about there, no?
I might start talking about the mayor's office.
Okay, there you go. All right, I lost my place. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So, all right.
Thanks, Mayor.
You're welcome. No, I'm really happy for you, Chief Miller. I mean, that's huge. I mean, when's the last time was the department accredited?
Last time?
Sure, when you were chief?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 2006 was the last time we had any accreditation.
You know what, if you wouldn't mind, Trustee Dalzell, could you, because we record all these, could you give a brief, again, what everybody understands what accreditation really is?
They open up the department's underwear drawer, roll through it, and they take a look at all the policies, procedures, make sure that they have all the I's dotted and the T's crossed, and that if they have a procedure that says that there is a monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, or an annual report, that they actually have one of those in the folder drawer that's been completed, submitted on time, and complete. They review the policies for timeliness. And the nice thing about the accreditation is it sets a standard for a professional organization, and sets the bar up there, and the men and women of the department working for the department truly are the professionals that organization is. So absolutely kudos to the chief, his team, and all the members of the department.
Thank you very much. And I appreciate the explanation, because a lot of times folks see these kind of things and they really don't get, the gist of how important that is. And really the recognition of such that too. It means you're doing a great job with your department, chief, and I'm really happy for you. Thank you. Great job. Next, we have the Public Work and Boat Launch Committee.
I have the approval of the July 2022 Public Works Department monthly activity report, and that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Sewer and Water, Trustee Nava Esparza.
Thank you. I have an approval of an agreement with Robinson Engineering at a cost not to exceed $120,550 for design and construction engineering services related to the replacement of water main at various locations. And I also have a presentation and approval of the July 2022 Water Department monthly activity report. That's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. We'll go to Building and Health, Trustee Parada.
Thank you, Mayor Ryan. First, I have approval of the July 2022 Building Department monthly activity report. Just to recap, there were 103 permits issued. Amounts collected, including inspector fees, were $21,185. Estimated cost of construction was $3,185,433. Next, I have a presentation and approval of the July 2022 Health Department activity report. To recap, there were 67 complaints, 2 inspections, and 115 citations, and 0 call-outs. And finally, I have approval for the Allen B. Shepherd Athletic Booster Club to place ground signs for their upcoming fall craft show. The show will take place on December 3rd, 2022. The signs will be placed out a week before the show and removed the day after. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Human Resource and Insurance, Trustee Murphy.
I have no report tonight, Mayor.
Trustee, we did, as you announced at last week's meeting, our new HR manager, Tony Fasano, completed his first week here, did a great job so far. Everything seems to be going pretty good so far yet. So, next, we have the Special Committee Reports, Economic Development, Trustee Nava Esparza.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have something to be voted on this evening, but just an update. Last week I presented a multi-use path along 120th in between Hamlin and Pulaski Road, roughly. Just a follow-up on that, I do have some meetings scheduled with the Alsip Park District and with the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning, their Complete Streets Coordinator, to talk about potential ways that we can collaborate. And in my presentation, I highlighted that cost was a factor that's kind of maybe limiting us to move forward and consider a multi-use path. So hopefully, partnering or collaborating in some way with these two entities, we can offset some of those costs and also get assistance with a concrete plan. So kind of dotting my I's, crossing my T's to see that we're doing this the right way in regards to proposing this is an alternative in regards to pedestrians walking along 119th Street. I also did mention to the CMAP staff person that we do have IDOT and county roads that go through our community. So again, the staff person at CMAP does oversee the Complete Streets Initiative, and hopefully we're able to get some support from CMAP to address some of the other, I guess, walkability or accessibility issues along some of our IDOT and CDOT roads. And that's just my update.
Okay, thank you. Next, we have Village Properties. Trustee McGlowan.
No report this evening, Mayor.
Okay. Commissioner Early, I was over by Heritage One today, and I know we put on hold, and we're not bidding at this time to replace the wrought iron fence that we talked about. I can certainly send something over to the property manager, but if you want to relay to him, I know we were talking about, can we get, I don't know if your guys are qualified to, can we get somebody to remove or maybe torch cut those posts that are standing, just so, make it look.
We received 4 quotes ranging from roughly $13,000 to $26,000. As soon as I have the last one in hand, I will come to you.
That's great.
With the proposals.
Okay, so you're getting estimates right now just to remove the post?
That is correct.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I was just looking at it today, that's all. So, all right, thank you. Next, we have Ordinance Legislation, Trustee Parada.
No report this evening, Mayor.
All right, Trustee. Thank you. We'll go to Planning and Zoning and Licenses Committee.
I have a request for approval of a list of licenses dated Tuesday, July 26, 2022 through Friday, August 5th, 2022. And that's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Under presentations, petitions, and communications. I had on here just to remind everyone that we were seeking approval for the Sertoma Club to solicit donations on Candy Day, September 9th and 10th, this year, 2022, at 127th and Pulaski, to support POWR. It's POW-R, Sertoma Club Charities, who's is a 501c3 organization. Also, next, number 2, the Village of Alsip will be having its community-wide garage sale September 16th, 17th, and 18th from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. And certainly you're welcome to sign up online at the villageofalsip.org. Should anyone not have a computer, you're welcome to use the kiosk in the foyer up near the police station that is available. You can key into the same thing to submit your address if you want to participate in the Alsip community-wide garage sale. And then last, just a reminder that Flannel Fall Fest will take place on September 24th from noon till 5 p.m. at the Aquatic Park, 11930 South Costner. Again, this includes bands, craft fair, lumberjack show, hay rides, beer tent, bingo tent, food trucks, petting zoo, family entertainment, and more. Did anybody else have anything else they wanted to add to that report? No? Did anyone wish to remove anything from the consent agenda? None? Then can I get a motion to establish the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call number 1 to establish consent agenda. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza is absent. Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Barza.
Yes.
Trustee Preda.
Yes.
Motion carries to establish consent agenda.
Thank you. Can I get a motion then to approve the consent agenda as presented?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Roll call number 3 to approve consent agenda. Trustee Dalzell.
Yes.
Trustee Juarez Mendoza is absent. Trustee McLaughlin.
Yes.
Trustee Murphy.
Yes.
Trustee Navas Barza.
Yes.
Trustee Preda.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve consent agenda.
Okay, thank you. Did anybody have any unfinished business? Any new business? All right, then can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Then we're going to adjourn this meeting at 7:58 p.m. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, folks, and please enjoy the rest of your night.